gentlemen, my name is Miss Liz Locks. Today I will be playing dominoes, girl, because I got to be up all night washing. I got a cleaning lady coming tomorrow, and I want to wash all these clothes so she can fold them up. But yeah, um, I was just looking at this picture of me. And all my life I thought I was ugly. People made me feel like I was ugly. But now, when I look back on it, bitch, you was ugly and you was hating on me. Hating on me. Hating on me. Hating on me. Well, motherfuckers sure know how to hate on you, don't they? Don't hate on me. Love me, bitch, and lift me and get like me. Get like me. Please. Please get like me. Get like me. Please. Pretty please with sugar on top. Like me. Get like me. So yeah. Pretty please with sugar on top. That's all you gotta do is get like me. You don't have to hate me. Don't hate the player. Hate the GAME. You hear me? Yeah, people be hating on me. They been hating on me for a long, long time. And one thing I can tell y'all is I'm not who I used to be. So please don't go around thinking that you know me. You don't know me. You know who I used to be. You don't know who I am now. And I don't want you to know who I am now. Yeah. This person here, this new person, listen, I'm just getting to know her. I'm just like a baby who just located her hands or his hands. I just got in this new space, this new beautiful space. Mentally, not just physically, but mentally. And can't nothing bring me down from it. Nothing but death can keep us from it. That's it. Nothing but that. I got 5 beautiful adults, 4 sons and 1 daughter, and everybody is doing very well, and I'm so proud of them. I just don't know what to say. So proud, I don't know what to say or do. You know what I mean? Some of y'all might know, some of y'all might not. If you don't know, fuck you in the ass. With no Vaseline. Don't put no Vaseline on it, girl. With one of them big old, yeah. You know? Yep, I'm proud. I'm a proud mother. Now I'm a life coach. Now I know what Chico was talking about. Now I know what Chico was talking about. Let me see if he answered this phone. Let me see if he answered this phone. Let me tell him. He might got his phone out. He ain't gonna answer this phone. Oh yeah, Chico. Yeah, man. Say, man. Hey, man. Say, man. Hey, man. Say, hey, man. Let me see. Can I listen to some music? Yeah, y'all is. Oh, yeah. I do not own the music in the background. Show down, show down. I was all alone. I was feeling rather low. I needed someone to lift my spirits up. Yeah. I was all alone. I was feeling rather low. I needed someone to lift my spirits up. You know, glad, yeah, more than enough. Ask for a hand. Say, would you like to dance? So pleased that I had asked. She quickly took my hand, and we danced and fell in love on a slow jam. Hey. This time, make it sweet. Make it sweet, baby. Yeah. For my baby and for me. Ooh. Ha. What you, big six, big six, pull it out of there. There you go. Give me that dirty, dirty. Mm-mm. To turn my world around and make my dreams come true. Let me see. Your eyes made me realize that everything I feel has got to be real. And we dance and feel on the sky. Another slow jam for me and my baby. Put some more of them, girl. Betty, Betty. Betty, Betty. Betty, 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 Betty. Wow. Betty, 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 Betty. A Betty, 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 Betty. Let me play that. And for maybe she can't get on that 6. Okay. That's a good 20. I ain't worried about it though. I ain't worried about that because you finna get your, go get that last domino from over there. Right now. Yeah, you get your goddamn. I'm taking that. I'm taking everything. I'm a 555 my way up out of here. Ooh, 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 ooh. Sure will. Oh, let me call Bubba back. Yeah. I give you the sun, the rain, the moon. Now, I want to finish washing. And I'm off tomorrow. So, yeah, I'm OFF tomorrow. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm. And he been sick. Mm-hmm. Mm. Taking too long. I'm gonna listen to some of this over here. Oh, I must ain't got no coins. I done lost so many games. I ain't got no more diamonds. I had thousands of diamonds now. Don't tell me that. Mm.
I'll take a haircut. Pause. Like I'll take that discount, whatever. I'm gonna do the 25 with you, even though niggas offering more. But at least it's more than the 20 that you thought that was the max. So again, this is business. You can't knock somebody for trying to see what their market value is.
He like, shh, I'm trying to really see now what I want. He like, I ain't really trying to hit you like that, big brother. You really whatever. I ain't on that one. I'm like, man, right. Whatever you want, text it to me. If you don't want to just talk like a man, just text it. He like, all right. Never text nothing. I get a phone call from Cash saying he talking to labels. I'm like, oh, okay, so you want to sign with labels? I'm like, all right.
Now, really, Cash is the one who kind of dimed out Gunna. Gunna was trying to figure out like what people would offer him, and Cash was like, "Yo, you know this nigga came over here trying to get a deal. That's your artist, right?"
All right, let it go. Cash like, hell no, he got to sign with you. Like, you done created it, nigga. He got to sign with you. He got to re-sign with you. So he finna give him the same money that anybody finna give him. I'm like, hell no, just let him go. So I guess
Can you explain something to me?
Trying to do other shit. You know, when he did his 2 album deal with me, Cash called me.
Now, there's a longer version of this. Let me see if I can find it. Hold on, I'm gonna try to find. Give me a second. I think it's this.
Yeah, I did a 5 album deal with him. I'm so 1,000. I took his 5 album deal down to a 3 album deal. But he put out 1 album already, so when we renegotiated and did the deal, it was just 2 albums, plus the one he had just put out. So he had a 5 album deal with, and I had a chance to exercise another album. That was the deal. I took that shit down to 2 albums.
Now, in all of this, and I'm being honest, man, I do think Thug comes across as a fair businessman. I do think so. However, he is manipulative in trying to get people to do business. I don't think he's greedy, but I think he's manipulative in trying to get people to do business.
So he like,
and I think he was trying to steal Baby from QC.
Damn, but 1,000. And the only reason why I did it was because I was in a label deal, and I didn't want him to be tied to my label deal, because I'm like, they ain't doing what's right by me, so I'm spending more money than them. They ain't doing what's right, so I don't even want you tied to this label deal shit to the point where they can be eating off of your income. Like, this shit just straight yours, nigga. Like, I don't even want your income, and you signed to me. I'm entitled to 50% of all income for you. I ain't never took $1 in my entire life of living from him. Never, ever, ever. You know, shit like that. But I done seen him start a label And I'm like, shit, you might as well sign your label to YSL
Where you get that from?
and run it like that. I heard about him having talks with other people,
Thank you.
trying to do other shit.
Now, I know what y'all are saying, chat.
You.
And y'all gonna have to be fair.
Mm.
I don't give a fuck about. Listen, my job is a music, like like a commentator. Bro, I don't give a fuck about Thug or these other niggas. None of them. Like I'm here to just break it down black and white. Okay, so I'm not here to bash Thug. I'm not here to make him look good. I don't give a fuck. I just want to be very clear, so I know some of y'all right now, y'all want to hate Thug, but we got to be honest. Or like, I don't care if you like Thug. Who cares? What he just said. Is that?
I heard about him having talks with other people, trying to.
Okay. So Gunna's trying to get his own label, and Thug said he heard that Gunna was doing whatever. I see some of y'all in the comments saying, no, he should have signed with Thug. Well, if you think that, what do you think about Drake, who didn't sign OVO underneath YMCMB? Is Drake disloyal? Because that's what you would be co-signing. If you're saying that, because Gunna got his chance from Thug, he should have brought his label under Thug's label, which is YSL. Well, I got about 5 examples of people who got their label and brought it elsewhere rather than the person that put them on. Drake didn't bring his label under OVO. Kendrick didn't bring PG Lang on a TDE. These are very big examples. Kendrick and Drake did the same thing. Kendrick didn't put out music for 5 years because he wanted nothing to do with TDE in terms of putting out music and starting his label. PG Lang is not under TDE. OVO is not under YMCMB. How you going to be mad at Gunna? Now, we don't even know if Gunna was going to eventually bring it somewhere else, but why can't he look? Why?
What is that?
I do other shit. You know, when he did his 2-album deal with me, Cash called me one day like, hey, what the hell going on with Gunna? Who's speaking for him? I'm like, why? I'm there. You know, he trying to get signed right here with Weeknd signed it. And he demanded he want, 20 million. Whoa. So I already done told him, like, whatever you want, just say it. I'm going to give you the money, whatever you want. Just on some we brother shit. Like, nigga, I know you can't go nowhere in this world and get no $20 million check from no label. You're not doing numbers like that. You alright, but you ain't doing that like that. You know? Like, the number 1 album you just had right now, I paid for you to have a number 1 album. You didn't, you know what I'm saying, honestly earn a number 1 album over the weekend, my boy. I paid for that shit. I never said that to him. I never told him that, cause we just got the plug on that. Like, you never earned a number 1 album. I spent $50 extra grand buying motherfucking streams, $50,000 buying streams for you to beat Weeknd. Like, and Cash know the same plug, so Cash could have did the same thing.
All right, I'm
Cash,
fast.
like, let it go.
So this is a call we've listened to some parts, not all parts. I'm gonna skip past to a little bit right here.
25, I ain't finna do nothing in the world,
Okay.
chilling, kicking the brother shit, but going behind my back, trying to talk to other companies about signing. And I already done told him, like, whatever you want, just say it. Whatever you want. Before I even heard about him talking to companies or anything, I was like, shit, hey, you know your deal, look. He like, hell yeah. I'm like, shit, what you want?
Okay.
What is that?
By the way, I'm waiting for that full call to be released. Well, actually, no, that's part of a Mariah Scientist call. Okay. Now, the other call is... Do we get to the Dirk stuff? No. We get to... I haven't seen this. Let me see. Full call. So now Thug is talking to his mans about buying fake streams for his album. Okay? Because this is after he was so geeked about, I want to beat this guy in sales. Well, he wanted to beat Gunna, but Gunna wasn't dropping on. They weren't dropping on the same week, but he wanted a number 1. Here we go.
Shit, that album trash.
This is, by the way, this is Thug talking to his manager.
I said nobody has ever put out 2 number 1 albums from jail. Obviously, hopefully you're out by your birthday. You know what I'm saying? But if you weren't, like, that would be historic.
Right.
And even if Boozy moved, we still have to deal with Morgan Wallen because he's doing 100,000 every week, no matter what.
Who?
Morgan Wallen, the country guy.
Yeah, what the fuck is this nigga doing? Why the fuck didn't we think to put him on the album? Like, what the fuck?
I mean,
You think we gonna beat the boy?
yo, my man, I'm not going to sleep until we beat him. So whatever happens,
I'll tell you. Yeah.
whatever happens. So
Beat
it's
the boy,
like, okay,
beat the boy, then tell the boy you can't beat me, join me.
that's iconic.
Get on this song, young boy. Everything
You know what I mean?
Man.
Let's go.
Yeah, let's try to beat that nigga. You still got that plug, right? That shit what we did with none of them, you still got that plug?
Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah,
Tell you. All right, my boy.
yeah. All right, I love you. Call me out. I said nobody has ever put out 2 number 1 albums.
Niggas
Okay.
been buying streams.
Now play it again that you could hear it a little bit clearer. But I do want to pull up Young Thug, Business is Business. Now that particular album was released 2 years ago, June 23rd, 2023. I believe it has 2 Drake features. Remember I told you back then there was supposed to be a Baby song and also a song with Dirk dissing Gunna never ended up being on there, but there was 2 Drake features. The album actually debuted at number 2. It earned 89,000 units. Okay? Now, what's important is let's look at number 1. They weren't even close, honestly. What's that? 19. They weren't even close, honestly. Morgan Wallen, I think, spanked him crazy. Oh, actually, it wasn't. Morgan Wallen did 110. He was number 1 with 110. And Young Thug did 90. Yeah, 89, pretty much 90. So that's who was their competition. I forgot who was the third. Who was third? Let's see. Also in the top 10, Thug 2 and Peso Pluma. Pluma was 3 and Kelly Clarkson was okay. Now, let me, and again, chat. This is, my stream is for people who like the music business. I've always said my goal, and I thought this was the thing that was going to get me on in the game. Not the Warren Chirac, none of this. I wanted to be the person who pulled the veil down. Because as a regular consumer, before I ever got into this, I was really intrigued by this music industry shit. I was really intrigued. I wanted to know all the intricacies. Okay, this is another one of those things. Chat. Most number ones, I would say, and I'm saying this, not that this is the official term, most number ones are negotiated. Now, that might sound wild because we're talking about bots, but let me explain. These labels that are competitors, Sony, Universal, Warner, they do speak. They know there's a big 3, and they know they're majors, right? They compete, but they speak. Not only that, subsidiaries of each label. For example, in Universal, let's say you have Interscope, and let's say you have Def Jam. Let's say within Warner you have Atlantic. Obviously, well, actually it's AMG now, Atlantic. But you have 300, and you have Warner Main, and on Sony you have Epic and whatever. The point is this. Niggas do they calling around, and usually the CEOs of these companies would be like, hey, listen, these are priority artists. Like, for example, if Drake is dropping, there's nobody important on Republic, usually, that will drop. This is why Drake and Taylor, well, first of all, Drake got to kiss the ring. He did already. There was actually rumors in that building, in Universal, that Taylor is fucking with Drake. I told y'all the story. When Drake was dropping Her Loss, Taylor allegedly, there was rumored in the building that she, and by the way, when Taylor tells Universal something, she's the queen. Like, Drake not even the king. Taylor's the queen. So whatever she says, they're doing. Okay? They don't give a fuck if Drake is dropping. They don't care who's dropping. Right? And Drake even rapped about it. I think he acknowledged it. Like, Taylor's the only person who can run me off a date. Yeah, it's Taylor's building. When Drake was dropping Her Loss, Taylor was flirting with the idea of dropping a bundle package, which was like a deluxe. Because you remember she was dropping mad deluxes called His Loss. almost like playing off Drake's album title, but not with no music directed at Drake. But the idea has been, and if you look at her drops or her bundles or when she's announcing these little special drops, they've always coincided a week before or a week after Drake, or even during the same time, which usually is not the case. In the major label systems, if we have two behemoths dropping, they negotiate. Okay, yo, it's not clear for you to drop during March 2nd to March 18th because the plan is she's going to drop March 4th and we want her to have 2 or 3 weeks at number 1. Then you could come in and take over the number 1. That's how it works. Like, this is not just like niggas just throwing shit out. All right, yo, you come and you do this. It's like really negotiated. The labels, I keep telling you, music, if you think it's as chaotic as, oh, let's see if a nigga that's smoking weed that's got 10 bitches in the studio and 50 guns, if they could make a hit song that makes $100 million. No, nigga. It's really structured. Not on the artist level, but when it gets up to that level, right? So the point is there's a schedule of who's going to drop, and they negotiated with these artists. Be like, hey, listen, yo, you should drop here. We have another priority here. And it makes it where every artist could get a chance at getting a number 1, especially the big artists. Now, if you're not a big artist and you're not going to get a number 1, nobody gives a fuck, right? Like, it's like, yeah, you could drop the same week as Drake because, nigga, you weren't going to be number 1 anyway. Like if you were going to sell, like, 15,000, like, they're not going to be like, oh, you can't drop when Drake drops. They'd be like, nigga, you had no shot to be number 1. Go ahead, buddy. You know what I mean? Like, fine. We don't give a fuck. But if you're a guy who has a shot to be the number 1, you're not going to drop when Drake drops. It's just not, like, stupid, right? Now, obviously, some artists could force the issue, which, you know, the label is going to reluctantly tell you, nigga, this is not going to be good for you. And also, we're not going to give you the budget that you probably would need. Why? Because we're pumping money down a black hole because you're competing against Drake, right? But anyway, first of all, again, I wish like the YouTube documentarians were like super music industry savvy, because all they talk about is like on the surface bullshit, which I talk about too. But you don't need a documentary for why niggas is beefing and all you're pulling up is blog posts. The real beefs is why the fuck does Taylor keep fucking with Drake when it comes to, it felt like when she started fucking with Republic after that Big Machine shit, she been trying to let Drake know that, nigga, you the little nigga over here. Like, I run this bitch. You feel me? She kept dropping shit around. When did she drop some shit? Look, Taylor Swift. When did her loss come out? 2022? Let's go Taylor Swift. Did she get, she got engaged? Oh, good for her. Yo, when is that Kelsey nigga going? Bro, like, imagine getting engaged to Taylor Swift and you don't get her pregnant in 22 seconds. Like, what the fuck are these niggas doing? That nigga better not safaried up. They be with a chick for mad long, ain't got nothing to show for it. If it was the other way around, these chicks would have trapped the nigga. You better trap her. All right, anyway. I'm going to go to her albums. By the way, Taylor a little feisty. Taylor don't fuck with Moses. I don't even think Taylor fuck with Bieber, but I think it's because Bieber's manager is Scooter Braun and she hates Scooter Braun. Yo, Taylor, trust me, that chick, you could have a lot of documentaries about just how she moves. She navigates the building. Like, even say the Drake lawsuit, right? If that was her prerogative, it would be done so different. Niggas would be outside Universal with signs. That's how much she knows how to do the shit. Drake dropped the lawsuit and 80% of hip hop is like, boo, we don't like it. You know what I mean? Like, it's almost like we're protecting the record labels, which nobody wants to protect them. But like, Drake don't give us a reason to ride for him. Pause. Like, you're like, nigga, you sued because you lost the battle? What? Like, if it was Taylor, she'd be crying. Oh my God, they took advantage of me. I signed this when I was young. I'm an artist. Like, yo, they would have been storming that motherfucking building of Universal. They would have made sure, I'm telling you. That's why Taylor Swift, very different demon. let me not say demon. Very different beast. Not in a bad way, if you get what I mean. Okay, was it Midnights? It was Midnights. I think it was Midnights. Anyway, let's see. Or was it one of them little re-releases? That's the thing. She be just re-releasing shit. No, I think it was 1989. Yeah. Let's look at commercial release. Look, she kept releasing mad like whatever version, right? Let me look up when Drake her loss. No, it's 22. So we got to figure out what happened in 22. Let's go look at that. Oh, right here. Right? Oh yeah, she pushed Drake's date back. Yeah, she ran Drake off the date. Yo, Taylor, you a bad girl, man. She ran Drake off the date. It's the first time it happened to Drake. Drake got ran off the date. And then, remember, Drake is Drake. So Drake was going to get a number one, clearly. It's Drake. She was teasing that remember, she drops a month before. Well, they give her about 3 weeks. So it's about like 2 or 3 weeks, right? Let's look at commercial performance. She does some disgusting number, like wild number. What does she do? She does, what's the first week? She did 1.14 million. No, 1.5 million first week. What the fuck? All right. So Drake wants a number one. Drake is not selling 1 million records. Well, I mean, if he does the finesse, he would. But because Taylor is Travis, Drake, Bad Bunny, Michael Jackson, the only one. And I hate to say Michael Jackson like he's a peon, but obviously MJ. But Taylor's everybody. And Adele. Throw Adele in there too. So Taylor does the finesse, and she's really selling. So it's not like she does the finesse, she ain't selling. So Drake, they pushed Drake shit back. They were like, all right, you can't drop then. So literally Taylor Swift. This is Taylor Swift.
I bully the whole scene.
Taylor Swift bullied the whole scene. Got that nigga off the date. I think he was about to, if y'all remember the timing, Drake was like almost teasing that he was going to drop, like it was going to be the date that Taylor eventually bullied him off. Then it was going to be the next week. But that was almost a thing to say, that's a bad look if Drake debuts number 2. It's a bad look, right? I think he did debut number 1. But they realized the time that it would be clear for him to debut number 1 would be November 4th. You get what I'm saying? And by the way, I'm going to tell you another reason how they bully Drake off. Drake loves dropping in October. Like even this new album they're claiming is coming in October, right? They're claiming Iceman is October. By the way, I got no info, but that's always like Drake's type of thing. He was trying to drop in October then, bullied the scene, pushed that nigga back to November. And let's see. Yeah, look. It was certified platinum. She kept dropping mad different things. Hold on. So I could figure out when she did the thing. Spent 6 weeks. Wait, hold on. She had dropped some like DLC pack. And when I'm saying DLC pack, it's like a special release type of shit. But she was trying to fuck up Drake's release, which by the way, I'm gonna tell you why this is interesting. And this is where that's what I'm saying. Like the most interesting shit is never what you see on the blogs. It's like music industry shit. I think Drake. This is by the way, nothing I've said I've talked to Drake about. Nothing. I talk to people that work in the music business. That's it. I think Drake, at a point, was probably saying, yo, is Universal fucking with me? Like, they gonna let this chick just do whatever the fuck? Nigga, I'm Drake. I'm Drake. Because you got to remember, Taylor is coming close to his album. This is like 2 Titanics. That usually don't happen. She's almost kind of Lil Boy in him, kind of. right? Anyway, I believe he does get his number one. Let me just make sure. Her Loss was the number one album, right? Yeah. Commercial. Yeah, it debuted number one. Exactly. He did 404. And let me see what, yeah. How much did he beat Taylor by? I gotta see how much he beat Taylor by. Holy shit. Let's see. I'm like a geek for this type of shit, chat. I'm sorry. 58. It's 50. Okay, yeah. Yeah, Luminance said, so he did 404 and what? Okay. What did Taylor do? He did 404. Okay, get off of that. Wait, why didn't... Oh, this is not the debut article. Fuck. This is a Drake dick riding article. Hold on. Her Loss. Okay, no, this is the article. It usually spells out 1 to 5, like what they do. So Drake did 404. Yeah, Drake did 404. Let's see what... Jesus Christ, it's the same fucking thing. God damn. Jesus Christ, it's the same fucking thing. God damn. On the Billboard. Maybe this is it? Nah, fuck. Never mind. I can't find an article. Anyway, he didn't beat Taylor by that much, but clearly, you know, the point what I'm trying to say, if I'm Drake, I'm probably looking at Universal a little bit, like, interesting. Like, yo, maybe y'all already trying to sabotage me because y'all are having this artist trying to little boy me and I'm one of your biggest artists. Like, shit, I'm top 2, just not 1, right? Because when you look at it, like, it's probably a really good argument to make Drake and Taylor is 1 and 2, but if you wouldn't put 1 versus 2, that's stupid, right? Because you make number 2, if they lose to number 1, look like they're not number 2. However, from a perspective for Drake, he got to be thinking, well, Taylor is on Republic with me, and we're under UMG. What? Anyway, I don't know. It's a lot of little finagling that happens at that point. Anyway, let me not go down that rabbit hole. Okay, cool. How did I even get to that? Okay, so now, so this is Young Thug trying to beat Morgan Wallen. Morgan Wallen did 110, he did 90, and it's clear Young Thug clearly knows about the bots. He buys bots himself. He's bought it for Gunna. He bought it for himself. And by the way, for y'all Gunna fans, just get out of denial. He bought it, bro. Like, I don't look at Thug and Gunna as any way different. Gunna and Thug are doing what everybody's in the game is doing. That's what I've been telling y'all. I'm not that mad about bots because I believe the majority of the game bots. And if you're not botting, all right, nigga, like, good luck.
From jail. Obviously, hopefully you're out by your birthday. You know what I'm saying? But if you weren't, like, that would be historic.
Right.
And even if Boozy moves, we still have to deal with Morgan Wallen because he's doing 100,000 every week, no matter what.
Who?
Morgan Wallen, the country guy.
Why you say who like that? Who?
Yeah, what the fuck is this nigga doing? Why the fuck didn't we think to put him on the album? Like, what the fuck?
I mean,
You think we gonna?
Somebody said, well, you got to realize the way how Taylor is gonna technically, like, quote unquote. Let me not even mention what could be considered botting for her.
Beat the boy.
yo, my man, I'm not going to sleep until we beat him. So whatever happens.
I'll tell you.
And sorry for the pausing. So to crystallize the point I'm making, before anybody takes me out of context, or this little Kendrick page just grab what I say and be like, look, I can say it. I've said this repeatedly. I believe that there's botting built in to the music industry. If you're signed to a major label, there is botting built in. Did Kendrick bot? Yeah, who gives a fuck? I don't care about that much. This is where, if the lawsuit is to prove that botting exists, okay, good job. You've proved that water is wet. Drake's lawsuit cannot be for that. His lawsuit, to me, would only have any validity if he could somehow prove that botting is used to inflate or deflate a artist's worth in a monopolistic system that's owned by the labels, and they control how much you get paid in a unfair practice way. That would be unfair in all business practices, where you're rigging the metrics to not pay people. It's like, imagine if basketball teams could change the stats at the end of the season of a negotiation year for a player, and say, oh, you didn't have that many threes, you had this amount, and they change the stats just that they could pay them less, and then after they pay them less, they'd be like, all right, it's back to regular. That's unfair. So that's where Drake's lawsuit would matter to me. I don't think he'll be able to prove that. But if he can, good luck. I would like to see it. But for the people who keep thinking, Eureka, we have found bots, I'm telling you, that is baked into the game. Once you hear about major labels, you should think bots. Every one of them. Okay? So my thing is, Drake or whoever only has a case that I care about, if he could prove the use of bots are strategically used to deflate and inflate artists' worth, that they don't get paid per contract renewals, which, by the way, I'm telling you, it does exist. That happens. But how could you prove it? How could you prove it? Because most artists aren't cognizant of their success being botted. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, let's say The Weeknd, right? The Weeknd sold 150 or 140 on the year he lost to Gunna. But maybe that was a album renegotiation year. Let's say he had a problem with that and he wanted to sue. How could he prove, if he's not cognizant that when he sells 400 or 500,000, it's inflated via either bundles, bundle bots, or streaming bots? If he's not cognizant of the bots, he can't pick it out. So, for example, even with Drake, for Drake to say that's why his lawsuit isn't about his worth in them suppressing his career. He's saying they heightened another person's career that went against him in a diss song. I don't know if that is as convincing, but shit, we'll see.
Yeah.
Whatever happens. So
Beat
it's
the boy,
like, okay.
Beat the boy, tell the boy you can't beat me, join me.
That's iconic.
Get on this song, young boy. Everything
You know what I mean?
Man.
Let's go.
Yeah, let's try to beat that nigga. You still got that plug, right? That shit what we did with none of them. You still got that plug?
Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Tell you. All right, my boy.
Yeah.
Okay. We're going to fast track this. By the way, we got to watch Drake's new interview as well. But before we do that, and we should get to the YSL Woody stuff in a little bit too. The new audio that did come out was the audio of, two audio. Young Thug discussing Kendrick Lamar, and also Young Thug discussing Lil Durk. Let's play the one where he's discussing Kendrick.
Supposed to be a nigga who bless a nigga. That's why them niggas will never be bigger than Drake ever in life. Niggas will never be bigger than Buddy. Buddy gonna do it right. Buddy fucking with everybody. You know how many niggas like Drake can't? How many niggas can take care of their family because of Buddy? Just like straight fucking with you. Kendrick, goddamn, put a nigga on. Y'all niggas, you're a superstar. You don't ran up you a few hundred M, but you ain't put nobody on though. You see what I'm saying? You ain't even put Keem on. Cause the shit you and him doing, that shit ain't really doing that.
Right.
Put somebody on. It's okay to run you a few hundred M's up, but who you help though? You ain't really help nobody.
Now, let me pause, and I'm going to address the obvious. I'm going to address the obvious here. And, again, I know when it's time to kick a nigga back in, we just act like they're the worst person on earth, and it's fine. I'm not here to defend Thug. Kick his back in. What the fuck? I don't care. He's a hypocrite, and he's a manipulator. I do believe that. So do whatever y'all want to do. I don't care, but I like to be fair. You know why? Because I don't like to be the person that can't see that someone isn't as bad as people are saying he is. For the people who are saying these conversations prove that Young Thug is a rat or that Young Thug is a snake, y'all are telling me that y'all don't have conversations where you mention other people? Y'all tell me that you don't talk about your work associates with like your best friend? Come on, stop it. Stop it. You do the same thing as Thug, you're just not doing it on a jail phone. It's not recorded. Y'all talk about some of your current friends. Yo, remember we go to the club? Yo, the bottles cost like $1,500. This nigga was taking mad shots. Nigga wouldn't even give me $300. Like when the tab came, the nigga was acting like he was on his phone. He said he had to go to the bathroom. Like, come on, we do the same thing. Stop it, bro. We just gonna stop it. I'm not saying some of this, like the things he's saying isn't snakish, but most of this conversation where he's mentioning other people and his opinion about them, I think is completely normal and natural.
I need one.
So you're saying y'all don't, wait, hold on. Somebody said they can't relate. So y'all never have talked about no other person while you're on the phone? Really? I just want to be fair. If y'all never ever talk about somebody, and none of these, again, you know what's, so let me explain what I would call snakish versus, yo, this nigga's just talking some shit. Snakish is, and I don't fuck with this nigga, man, but damn, I got to keep rocking. That's snakish. Like, you're clearly letting people know you're being a fake-ass nigga and even having a fraudulent relationship rather than, and I mean, we won't get to the dirt conversation. I don't think that's snakish either. I think fans are blowing it up because it's fuck Young Thug time right now. Bruh, you know all he said about Dirk was, bro, why buddy's taking so long with the song? I need the song. Like, you think niggas don't complain about shit? Even with your friend, you complain about shit. Yo, every time this nigga don't got gas money when we go to the club. Man, that don't mean you don't fuck with him, nigga. He just don't got gas money. What the fuck? Like, bro, we talk about people. And maybe because my job is to talk about people publicly, that I could see, like, I don't think none of these things are like, if he was on some, man, we just got to keep running up a check on this fuck nigga. Like, yo, we only really fuck with him type shit. That is just fake nigga shit. But
Well, today at a Tulare County judge upheld the decision to send a convicted child killer to death row.
26-year-old Christopher Cheer.
Track of time. I don't even know what day of the week it is.
Okay.
I was awake before Easter, so
okay.
Again,
so 4 days then.
It's been 4 days.
This is one of those cases where the detectives are really, really stuck between two possibilities.
an intense mental breakdown, or an Oscar-worthy performance.
Can we call the fire department, please?
What am I calling for?
So I don't get electrocuted.
Why are you getting electrocuted?
Life in danger.
What you're about to see is something detectives still can't agree on if it's real or just a perfect performance. On April 11th, 2023, 39-year-old Cherie Nicole Howard called 911, stating she had just choked her sister to death. When police arrived, they found 54-year-old Sherry Lynn Howard dead inside their home. Almost immediately, Cherie was taken over to the police station for her interrogation.
You're gonna have a seat on the other side of the table for me. And I'll go ahead and I'm gonna remove, are you right-handed?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So I'll remove this cup. All right. Put your hand up on the table. And make sure that that's double locked. All right.
Is it okay if I go to the restroom?
Not right now. We're gonna wait for the detectives to get here and let them. I'm kind of on their thing right now, so I'm sure they won't mind, but it has to be their call. I just sent the lead detective to ask him if I could take you in there. So if he says yes, I'll have to go with you in there, and you can't wash your hands when you go.
She'd been left alone in that sterile interrogation room for a good while after asking to use the restroom. That waiting is going to do something to her, and maybe to you too. By the end of this video, you'll either feel a pang of sympathy for Cherie, or you'll be grinding your teeth in frustration.
Am I being held or detained?
I honestly have no idea what's going on.
Solar power. Safety. Freedom. Can I have some water?
We'll have to wait for her to get back and I'll find you some more of them. Because I don't think there's any in here. But when she gets back, I'll get you something.
Can I talk to a relative?
What's that?
Can I talk to a relative?
They'll let you make phone calls once you get settled and what they're figuring out they're doing.
If you've been sitting there thinking, what exactly is going on with Cherie? Hold that thought. You're about to get your first real clue.
Man down.
What's that?
Man down.
What?
Spirit just told me to say man down. I don't know.
Okay.
Who the Phillies playing?
Hey, Sherry. I'm Mallory. I just brought you some water. Do you want a snack or anything? You hungry? We got some chips and I think a couple other things. You want anything to eat? No? Okay. We'll be right in a second and talk to you, okay? You okay in here right now? Okay.
Is Chief Holloway around?
Probably not now, no.
Is Matt McKinney around?
I don't know.
Can we call the fire department, please?
What am I calling for?
So I don't get electrocuted.
Why are you getting electrocuted?
Life in danger.
Why is your life in danger? Nobody in here is gonna hurt you.
Sherry.
Hey, Sherry. My name's Alex. I'm a detective with St. Pete.
I'm Mallory. I brought you the water. You remember me? Okay. I like your pink nails. You just get them done? They look good for Easter.
So, I wanna talk to you about what happened, like why we're here to begin with. Before we do that, I do have to run through this form to ask you a bunch of questions. That way, you and I.
Do you black out, or do you remember, or do you? It's hard for me to remember a lot of stuff when I haven't slept. Yeah. In days, I don't even know how many days it's been. Okay. So you've been feeling this for days? Yes. Okay. So like over Easter and stuff, you were feeling it? Yes. All right.
Everything she's saying right now is not under the protection of her rights because they haven't been read yet. She's talking in open territory.
I've been to the hospital a couple times in and out for this.
Are they saying what they think is the problem or no? Have they diagnosed you or?
They said something about insomnia. They said something about schizophrenia. Okay. I can't remember. Okay.
Any other drugs they give you?
I can't remember.
Okay. What about any alcohol usage? Have you drank anything?
For 20 long seconds, she doesn't make a sound. And such pauses are very frequent in this video. However, we've taken the liberty to edit those out.
Sherry, you remember drinking any alcohol?
I took some wine and Fireball whiskey.
Wine and Fireball whiskey?
Yeah.
Okay.
When was this?
Again, I don't know. I've lost track of time. I don't even know what day of the week it is.
Okay.
It's Tuesday. So Easter was on Sunday and it's Tuesday. So from what you're saying, you would have been awake from Sunday to today, from what I'm hearing from you.
I was awake before Easter, so
Okay.
Again,
so 4 days then.
It's been 4 days.
Easter was 3 days ago.
Yeah.
Okay, so but it was before Easter. I don't know.
Okay.
That's what I keep saying.
Okay.
Lord, help me.
You don't feel like you're under the influence of alcohol right now, though?
No.
Okay.
Okay. What about any illegal drugs? Okay. And then, education. What was the last grade you completed?
I'm a doctor of osteopathic medicine.
Where'd you go to school?
Nova Southeastern University.
Okay.
Wow.
Sherry Howard graduated from the Center for Wellness and Medical Professions at Boca Ciega High School in 2002. She was even featured in the Journal of the Student National Medical Association. She is also the current National Osteopathic Schools co-chair for the Student National Medical Association.
What's your DO in? What's your doctorate in?
Like you said, I'm doctor of osteopathic medicine.
Okay. So do you have a practice or anything like that?
Care Palace.
What is it?
Care Palace.
Care Palace?
Care Palace.
Where is that?
I'm still trying to find a location.
Okay.
That's the name of your business, though?
It's trademarked as On The Go Deal.
Okay.
On the Go DO?
Huh. That's a trademark.
That's cool.
Can you read?
Yes.
They're stupid questions, I know.
It's Rapport Building 101. Act like a friend, not an interrogator. If she's pretending, they don't want to tip her off by showing doubt. But if she's genuinely unstable, they need her to be calm enough to keep talking. Either way, the goal is the same. Keep the stream of words flowing.
Can you write?
Yes.
And can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I understand that. Knowing that you went to medical school and everything like that, I'm required to ask you these questions. I know they're silly. What I'm going to read you are your Miranda warnings, okay? You have the right to remain silent. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Do you understand each of these rights as I've explained them to you? Is that a yes or no? Is that verbal, please?
Yes.
Okay. And then having these rights in mind, do you wish to talk to us now?
No.
No? Okay.
She's not fully present, mentally speaking, but she's still sharp enough to understand her rights, and she refuses to talk, which might make you wonder, if she's shutting down this early, what on earth fills the rest of this video? The answer is complicated.
Sherry, I know when you, from what I know, you called police today and made some statements about, I believe you said something like, I killed my sister, and I know you told the call taker that you choked her. Do you want to talk about that with us and kind of explain to us what happened with that whole situation? Because we want to hear, what you have to say, and all we have to kind of go on is what we're seeing out at the crime scene, at the house. And I understand you probably have a lot to tell us with everything. You said you've been struggling for 2 years, and we just want to hear kind of more about your story and what happened today. Are you interested in talking to us at all about what happened? I'm sure you're scared with everything that's going on. I'm sure it's been a pretty scary 2 years for you. And we're here and we're willing to listen to anything you want to tell us, okay? I'm sure it has not been easy for you, and I know you're tired.
Something is clearly off with Cherie. That much is undeniable. But here's the uncomfortable question. Is she genuinely unwell, or just putting on a performance? If it's the latter, then the detectives are wasting time. If it's the former, then pushing her to talk after she's already said no starts walking the fine line between persistence and coercion. And either way, ethically, it's not a good look. Here's a quick reminder that I have a Patreon page with a ton of exclusive and ad-free content, like this one about a predator that was exposed live on TV. His interrogation is definitely something you'd want to watch, and you can do that right now at patreon.com/Stranger Stories Plus.
You want to tell us about what you've been through lately?
Hell.
I'm sure. Sweetie. Tell me about it. I want to hear what you have to say, okay?
I don't feel safe.
Okay. Tell me why you don't feel safe. Because you're safe here with me right now, okay? Tell me your story. I want to hear about you and what's been going on, okay?
About being detained.
Right now, yeah. But this is a part of us figuring out what happened, And unfortunately, we have to have you to tell us what happened.
I tried to escape.
Tried to escape from where?
You had said earlier that you went to the hospital recently, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what's going on with that?
Schizophrenia, psychosis.
Are you on medication for the schizophrenia, or I know you said there was some stuff for insomnia you're taking.
I was supposed to, but I didn't take it.
Okay. Have you been taking it, or you just have never taken it?
I didn't take it.
Okay. Do you disagree with what was prescribed, or do you, with the diagnosis, or what's your opinion on that?
No, I'm not schizophrenic.
Okay. Hey, listen, you're the only doctor sitting in this room, so you're gonna know more than any of us. That's for sure.
Cherie flat out denies having schizophrenia. But the behavior we're seeing, like disorganized speech, erratic pauses, and occasional nonsensical tangents, can be considered symptoms.
What's been going on with your sister? Do y'all get along, or what's been going on there? That's your older sister, right? Okay. Do y'all live together at the house out on Newton? Okay. How long have y'all been together your whole life, living together, or is that recent change? Okay. Do y'all get along normally, or what's the relationship like with your sister?
Cherie and Sherry were inseparable. You didn't see one without the other. After their mother passed, Sherry stepped into that role without hesitation, looking after the younger like she was her own child. As her brother Michael Hobbs put it, that's just the way they rolled. But clearly, somewhere along the way, something went terribly wrong.
What's your sister's name? What is it? Lynn? Is she a doctor as well? What does she do?
When you said you were trying to escape, were you saying you're trying to escape the house today, or what were you referring to? Well,
I feel there's a bounty on my head.
Why would you say that?
Cherie, here's the thing. At the end of the day, you called the police. You told them I killed my sister. Of course, we find your sister there. It makes logical sense. You're an incredibly intelligent woman that we would sit here and want to hear what happened. I'm sure you can understand that. I'm sure you don't feel an immense amount of love here, because this is a shitty situation that we're sitting here in, and I totally get that. But either way, we gotta try to get through this together. I'm here. I'm ready to listen to you. So is Detective Introvicha here. We're here. We want to hear from you and what happened. Okay? Can you tell us what happened?
Sherry had been struggling with heart problems, and when her health began to decline, Cherie pressed pause on her own life. She moved back home to care for her sister, the same sister who had once cared for her. It was her way of giving that love back. So what could have gone so wrong?
What I can tell y'all is I went out through the city and I was followed by undercovers. And they followed me all the way up to a parking garage. And there are these little signals that y'all give. Little clues, like we're playing human chess or something.
Okay.
And one of your detectives threatened me.
What'd he say?
When I got the Gatorade from him, he said, "This is it."
But you felt safe saying I killed my sister on a recorded line to comm center?
Feel safe at home either. I don't feel safe in this city.
Why didn't you feel safe at home? Tell me about that.
Did you catch that subtle glance at the phone? He's getting live updates from the outside room. And in just a moment, both detectives will step out, right in the middle of this conversation.
We're going to step out for a second. Be right back.
Is there a black detective here?
I'm sorry?
Is there a black detective here?
I'm sure there are. I mean, we have them.
Could I see a black detective?
You'd have to ask those detectives, but those are the ones assigned to the case for today.
Do you have a recycle bin?
I don't have one in here and I can't step out, but we can get it.
We can?
Yeah, if you want to put it, you want to put it in a recycle bin?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Hey. So, do you know what happened to your sister?
Is it possible for me to have a black detective in here as well?
A black detective?
Yes.
Okay. We can work on that for you. But I just want to let you know what's going on. So, do you know what happened to your sister? Okay, so basically, your sister's dead. Okay? And you're going to be charged with murder for that. So in lieu of that, so we're going to be having forensic services come in, photograph your injuries and stuff like that. Okay? So just bear with us.
When she first heard her sister was dead, there was nothing, no visible reaction. But after sitting alone in that room for a while, something shifts. Maybe she's processing it now. Maybe regrets starting to seep in. Or maybe she's realizing her own life is over. If you're into clean designs with a criminal twist, you want to check out what's live right now on strangerlabel.com.
No earrings too. Got 'em.
When the officer enters, she's kind and sweet, commenting on Cherie's jewelry like it's just two friends chatting. But beneath that softness is the quiet reality. She's really just admiring items that will soon be in an evidence bag.
He's gonna bring in some bags for it, so give him a second. Wait on those, or you put it on.
Yeah, it's all going to get separated. What did you just take off?
She took off her
the left wrist?
Yeah.
Take off your left ankle one. And the ring. Can you get your necklaces off? No. No?
You can leave it off then. You can leave it off. You just get me.
Yeah,
so you can put it in a
glove
bag.
on so I can open this up.
And I get all my jewelry back.
What's that?
I get all my jewelry back.
Well, right now it's being collected as evidence. So for right now, we're gonna have it.
You can just put it in the bag like that.
Just put it down there.
You can just put it in his bag right there. Just like
drop
that.
it down there. You almost had you already had the other one off, didn't you?
The second necklace.